From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
J-E-T, Jets, Jets, Jets.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the...
Okay.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about
okay.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor.
Okay.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance looking to throw it.
Ah, that's my pick. Fuck.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again.
Give me my shit, nigga. Fuck off my sticks, nigga. Had me waiting all day for this bum ass nigga. Fuck out of here.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going him through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage.
You got 3 down linemen. Why we not eating?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And Shark hauls it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Get in there, big boy.
His way in for a Jets touchdown.
I've been waiting all day for this shitty ass nigga. Should have took my 4th one. I want the Colts, nigga. I want the Colts back, nigga.
Jets are lining up to go for 2. Jackson here.
I want to play the Colts.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go.
Open the floodgates of heaven.
Isn't a whole lot of it there for the deep.
You should have called me this morning when I was high. I'm telling you. Should have called me when I was his eye. Now we sober and taking over. Should have played when I was off the moon rock.
They have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next week.
He's running the ball.
Charles, this is a crew that
say that.
Really is relishing the opportunity to be
say that.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance.
Fool, you got to get him, brother. Man, Trouter. You shitty ass defensive tackle. Defensive end. Outside linebacker.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's a nice little run.
They find some open field here. And DP goes into his territory before being taken down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Lance.
That's my boy. Fuck 54, you some shit, boy.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
It's Cam Curl.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
It's slime season. Go get him, dog.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch me get over top of that vertical. Watch this.
To throw, it's
Come on, bro. You got no game. Oh, my gosh.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Oh, man.
Down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance.
I fucked him up on that.
It's complete. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game.
Wow, blitz on 3rd and 50.
And off it goes.
How he got his X Factor on?
Bounce out of the back of the
What he
end
do?
zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point.
Why I do that?
It was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take us ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now Lance. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Lance now on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
What?
Crosses body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Bengals.
I gotta stop doing that dumb shit.
15. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the defense to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. The Lance going to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
What?
Middle, but it's incomplete.
That was for the running back? Oh, my Lord. He would have caught that with a cry.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Running left, Taylor. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
What?
Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in.
Hey, fool, Madden be cheating like shit.
Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Lance now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throw again on second down. Lance. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the right side, this is Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard
Quit!
line.
Quit!
Opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to the lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
This nigga fucking sucks,
We're not
man.
seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Steps away to his left. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is brought
That wouldn't let me click on him.
before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Sharks got it left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's once again complete to Chark. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. So now 2 more in the lead as they continue to put it on here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They run once more with Taylor. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
You better not throw that jump. You dumb fuck.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That is incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
Oh, my God. This nigga Verrett is the dog.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Cincinnati. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Looking deep for Adams. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try now for Lance. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
promotion is breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city.